Hey guys, this is a video for Wednesday, January 27th. Sorry, my voice is a little creaky. What is one strategy to use when you are taking a test? So, sorry, I'm recording this. Okay, what is one strategy to use when you are taking a test? Process elimination, rereading the questions, reading the questions first, going back and checking, hashtagging. I know some are harder to do when it's a virtual test, but you can use some. Remember, some of the questions are going to be like pick two, things like that. This is a end of workshop test, so it's a little bit longer. Actually, I'm going to pause it and tell you how many questions there are. Okay, just check. There are 28 questions. There will be like 2 or 3 free response. Just do your best on them. There are some pick twos, and there are some where it's going to ask you the question, and you have to go into the passage like, I'm just looking at this question. It says like which 2 sentences from the story use this, and you probably have to go in the story and click those sentences, or looking at the questions. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find the question I was looking for just a second ago. Like what phrase tells you blah, 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 blah. So you'll have to go in the passage and click on that phrase, and it'll give you a couple of options. So you may not see the options immediately. You may have to scroll down further into the passage to answer the question. And remember, if it says pick 1 and you click 2, then it's not going to let you submit that question. Or if it's a pick 2 and you only pick 1, same problem. I can't tell if you've started the test. I only know when you're done. The grade at the end is going to be the grade without the grade just purely based on the multiple choice. So what I may do is I may have a grade for just the multiple choice and a grade for the writing. So those will be like 2 test grades. So that's that. Again, you have the whole class to do the test. If you finish early, you can read or work on software and don't get to your reading log. Sorry, read and do your reading log. If you don't get to read, when you do the reading log at the end of the week, just put on Wednesday, the test took me all of class. That way I know you weren't just not reading. I know what you were doing. All right, so now, how do I get to the test? Because we don't do this very often. Remember, my.cfisd, click additional resources, HMH Central, log in, click the HMH button, click on the red W, start. I am going to use one of my students as a guinea pig. So when you open a new tab, my.cfisd.net, I'm already logged in. Additional resources, HMH. Okay, give me a second. I'm looking, okay. Remember, password is all uppercase. I have a concerned feeling tomorrow is going to be some people scrambling to get in the test. Hence why I made the video. Click on the big old red button. Wait forever till it loads. Click on start. As far as I understand, the sample questions do count. So do your best. If you don't finish in time, and let's say you don't finish by the end of class and you have to go to your next class or lunch, you'll hit log out, and then tomorrow I've set aside time for the test. So tomorrow and Friday are just going to be finishing major assignments like the essays, the segments, and the book quizzes. I'm going to make a separate video on how to access the book quizzes through the Read 180 software, and I'll put that video in the Read 180 folder. You'll hit go on. The one website I allow you to use, since I'm assuming most of you guys don't have a dictionary just sitting around your house, is you can use dictionary.com to help you, or thesaurus.com, and you can just go to dictionary.com and then click thesaurus if you're bad at spelling thesaurus like I am. Sounds like a dinosaur. It does. It just does. Okay? And then it'll tell you what to do. Click the best answer. Remember, you have the option. Actually, no, I can't go back. Hold on. This one doesn't offer it because this is the thing. You are going to be tested on prefixes. Like, what does this mean? Misplaced. Well, I know miss means wrong, place, so placed wrongly. Boom. Got it right. Hopefully I would get it right. And then it asks, what is the setting of the story? This is the story. Molly had overslept. She was running late. Her shift at the store started in a half an hour. She grabbed her scarf and hat. She hurried down the street just as the sun was coming up. Near the bus stop, she noticed a shivering Mrs. Lynn walking her dog. Mrs. Lynn called out, "Don't worry, the downtown bus hasn't come down 2nd Avenue yet." So she's trying to catch her bus before she misses it. What is the setting of the story? At a park in a city in winter, at a city in summer, at a park in winter. So I know that they're in a city, and I can figure out the time of year because look at what she's wearing, a scarf. Also, if like you're trying to look up something like this, Google Images might not be the worst idea, but you can look it up, city in winter, because I know it's around buses. It doesn't talk about trees or nature like you'd have in a park, and she's wearing a scarf, and Mrs. Lynn is shivering, she's cold. See, I just said, oh, and see, I almost missed it. I was like, where's the next button? There's a part B. Which sentence in the paragraph best supports the answer to part A? Overslept, running late, her shift at the store, grabbed her scarf. That's how I knew it was winter, was the clothing. Boom and boom. Then you get next, and you go on. Remember when you're here, you gotta read the whole story, and you answer the phrases. Remember, you can check here to see if you've answered. Let's say I hit next without answering. Like I thought I answered, like I clicked, and then I thought I hit D, but I didn't, and I hit next. See how 1 isn't clicked? But if I go back and I hit, again, I don't know if this is the right answer, and then I hit next, then it shows that I've answered it. So if you're getting to the end of the test and it's like you're trying to go on and you say next and you're like submit, you can't submit until you do all the questions, okay? Remember for the writing, what challenges do the characters face? Pick one character and write an essay looking at that challenge and how they react. I don't expect this to be perfect, but I expect you to write at least 4 to 5 sentences, okay? This is more of the grammar. I do have some about transitions, completing sentences. What lessons can readers learn from events in this story? Like, what's the theme? What did you learn from it? And then what is the main conflict in this story? How does the conflict get resolved? Remember, conflict means the problem. So what is the problem? How is it solved? Okay, you guys are good. When you're done and you hit submit, you can look at your grade. You can hit X, and then you're done. Again, don't log off until it gives you a grade. If you don't get a grade, you're not done. And then I can't give you a grade in the grade book, okay? And this is a test grade. You have all day to work on it for during my class. When you're done, you'll submit it. I am going to try to mute myself while we're taking the test. I may have to be helping people, so I may do breakout rooms to help some people who are struggling to access the test. Just do your best, take your time, read the stories. A lot of you guys can do this, you just don't take your time. And again, when you're done, I'm gonna have you guys work on software. Quick update on the software. I am having people slowly finish quizzes and slowly finish books. I have it so that about 4 people have done book quizzes out of my total 21 students, and I've had 7 people do segments, so that's better. It's an improvement. Give it a second. It's just as slow for me too. Ignore their class is weird. All right, so for software, and again, I'm looking from when we came back to now. You should have at least 1 segment done. Should be doing software every day too, but you know. And I can see right now, Dan has 2, Jonathan has 2, Xavier and Laisha have 1. That's fine. And if I'm looking at 6th period, it was just taking forever. I've got Dana, Litzy, and Markeisha. Now let's switch to reading stuff. Again, if I'm not saying your name, that means you haven't done it. For reading counts, Litzy and Markeisha are good. We both passed one. I know it looks bad, but she's taken more than one. Go double check her stuff. And then for third period, I have 3. I have more. I have Edson, Dan, and Jonathan. One thing I can do is instead of having you take it in reading counts, like remember to scroll down reading counts, what I can do is go in here. I can get a PDF version of the quiz. So let me show you. Sorry, I have to go. I can get you the quiz. And then what I can do is send you this file in Schoology, and then you'll send me back the answers. So for example, Markeisha Warren, she did it this way. I did in Schoology, I sent her a message with this attached. She looked at it on a piece of paper. She wrote like 1 is A, 2 is B, 3 is C. And then she messaged me back those answers. She just typed in 1A, 2B. I can grade that. I can do that. If reading counts is a little weird formatted wise and it's rushing you, or you always forget and you log off, or you don't like being able to not go back and change, that's fine. This is actually a better option. Plus, then I can tell you specifically what you missed. It won't have the same review feature like you get in reading counts or the reading counts quizzes, but you can do that. And then what I do is I can manually enter your book quiz grade into the reading count, so the words count. So just a quick FYI for the word counts. Let me reset this, hold on. It always acts funky. 7th. So for third period, you guys in total have read 370,000. Again, I've had some people hit some big numbers recently and read some longer books. It's great. So third and fourth is 370,000. For my sixth period, your total is 202. Again, if it looks smaller than last semester, that's because when the people left the class, their words got taken out. Actually, I think third might be losing some words. Let me go look. Let me look. It may not be that many. Okay, they lost some words, but it's okay because they net gained words. So you're good. Please just do the work. If you have any questions about the test or you're confused, send me a message, and then also specify what question is confusing you. So I just don't want a message saying, I'm confused, Miss. I want, Miss, I don't understand question 26. I don't understand question, what it means by, what can I infer about these people? Like, I don't understand this question on number 11. I don't understand what it means by the cartoon. You need to message me those messages with specifics. Don't just say, I give up or I'm confused. I can't help you. I don't know what you're confused about. Okay, so again, please do your best. I know this is not easy. Remember, try to be somewhere quiet to focus. Don't cheat. Use dictionary.com if you need it, or thesaurus.com. You guys got this. Sorry this video took so long.